Now I can start the session. So, good evening, everyone. Good evening once again. As I said, I mentioned earlier before some of you joined, and that yes, because of my versatile nature, because of how much I can sort of contribute to communities, it sort of affected quite a number of things that I got committed to earlier in the year, and that was also one of the things that affected our classes last week. But as it were, I've rounded up quite a number of them, and they won't be interfering with our classes anymore. So, as I mentioned in the VN that I sent, um, the sessions, just as the way it was in the document, I mean, the image that I sent is still the way we are going to follow it. So today that is Monday, instead of Monday 3rd, today is 10. So what we are having is for business owners. Then on Wednesday, it's going to be for CV writing. Then on Friday, we are going to have go to market strategy. So this session is basically for people that are in business. However, there are some people that also said they are in the job category and would be interested. So that's the reason why I added this to the general group. All right. So you're welcome once again. And the title for tonight's session is refining your target audience. This session will be a little bit of interactive, and I would, because you might get to a point where you might want to start asking questions. So I would advise that you get your pen and paper to be able to get just information down, and then so you'll be able to also write down your thoughts and ask questions when necessary. So by the end of this lesson, you'll be able to identify your actual target audience. You'll be able to know how to segment them effectively. You'll be able to know how to select the right social media platform or platforms. You'll be able to know how to leverage LinkedIn for business positioning. The theme of this that I've been saying so far is LinkedIn is for everyone. LinkedIn is for everyone. And quite a number of business owners will be like, why should I be on LinkedIn? And I think I've also mentioned that in the previous videos, but here as well, I'm going to be emphasize it. Quite I've done this LinkedIn kind of session before. I did it last year, and one of the things that I just did for them was that I I taught them how to write content, how to um basically what we just did was I was helping them with their content calendar. But I realized that at the end of the day, this thing is really, really not going to be effective if these people don't know why the kind of content I'm giving them is necessary. I can not always be with people, and trainers cannot always be with people. But what will last longer with you is the information that you have with you. Those people that I trained last year now, their LinkedIn page actually grew. Yes, it grew, but without without the strategy that I used, they can't really continue on their own. And I realized that some of them even had to go pay again for another. But that one, what I did last year was free, but they had to still go pay, go join another community where they had to learn this. So I was like, okay, it's not. I'm not saying I'm gatekeeping things, but I just felt okay. As of that last year, we just used it to grow our followers. But this year, I want it to be intentional. People should know the reason why certain things are being done in a certain way. I started my LinkedIn even before this class this year around 700 followers. And currently now I have over 900. My goal for this Q1 is to have 1,000 followers, and then I would rest from followers. All I'll just be focused on building my business on LinkedIn, and then any other person that will follow me should just follow me. But this period, I just want to intentionally build to 1,000, and I'm taking it. So these are some of the things that I'm doing that is working, and that is one of the things I also want to share with you. Okay, so why defining your target audience is crucial. In business, when they ask, before I proceed, let me ask this question. So I have three people on the call, unless maybe someone else has joined, which I know I've not added any other person. So I have Nina, I have Zaria, and I have Mingi. So I want to ask, each of you should explain or give us and just tell us what business that you do or you intend to do. So let's start with that. The business that you're doing or the business that you're intending to do, because for you to be on this call is because you have a business or you're planning to have a business, or maybe you're just curious about business. So I'm with you. You can go ahead because I can't see you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So for me, I offer like a service based event and I'm a video editor and a content strategist. So for me, I'm trying to like target it's kind of like a YouTube.
Sorry, I can't really hear you. Your voice is breaking.
So hear better now.
Yes, it is better.
Hello?
It is better. It is better.
You said?
It is better. It
Okay,
is
okay.
better.
So I offer service of video editing and content strategy. And so for me, being on LinkedIn is seeing how I can position myself to attract really good offers from businesses that will be interested in my services.
Okay. So video editing and content strategy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I may ask, are you doing it as a full-time business or you're doing it as a side also, or you're just freelancing?
At the moment, I'm freelancing, but like I would like to build it into a business.
Okay. Freelancing. Can you tell me the difference between freelancing and side hustle so that I'll be able to understand? I'll be able to know your
Okay.
view about that. Okay.
Okay. So if it's a side hustle, that means I have something I'm doing, and then I just do it like an additional source of income. That's what I
Yeah.
understand by side hustle. So then freelancing is like I'm not as I'm not employed as a what do you call this? I'm not employed
As a staff.
to whoever I'm giving the service to. I'm just offering the service for the number of time they will need it. Or maybe just
Yeah.
one off projects, that kind of thing. So it's like
Okay. Great.
just temporal, yeah. Offer the service and leave, that kind of.
Yeah. Good. 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 So that's clear. So the next person, please. Thank you, Zaria. Nina.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Good
Good
evening.
evening.
Okay, so for me, I when you asked that question, I was just laughing at myself. Okay, so for now, I'm not a business person in quote, but
Okay.
I do elocution coaching, which I would want to turn into a business. But for now, I offer
Great.
it as a free service. Like I just put up things, put up videos on social media. But it's something I would like to get the business aspect of it or take it to the business level. And then I also
Mm.
proofread and edit for business, but it's not on my LinkedIn. Funnily enough, I'm just sort of that. That it's not on my
You
LinkedIn.
proofread.
Yes, I proofread and edit books.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So those are the things that I do that look business like.
Okay. Okay. Nice. All right. Nengi. I think we are four on this call. Oh, I hope our network is okay.
So Nengi already sent a message. She put up
Oh,
she sent a
okay.
message on the chat. Yeah.
Okay, I'll check. It's because I'm on full screen, so that's why I can't see it. So I'll just check it now. Okay, kids clothing. Kids clothing. Nice. I like the fact that these topics, the different business segments that we have, they are not entirely similar. So we can be able to get into each of them individually. Nice. All right. Let me go back to this. So why defining your target audience is crucial? You know, every people will be like, I sell, my target audience is everyone, you know, and that's the problem that I wrote here. Many business markets to everyone and they get poor results because everybody is not your target audience. I'll use people that can fall into that category more. They that's Zaria. Zaria, that's video editors. They can fall into that category in the sense that they'll be like, every businesses needs video for their business. They need video for this. They need video for that. However, if you go back and then you write your vision, you write your mission, you write who exactly is the problem, who exactly is the person that you want to solve for, what is that person going through? Like, because every business that we do, every business is actually a solution to a problem. If you say, maybe for instance, the kind of people you want to be editing video for are people that are into, let's say, thrift wears, for instance. People that are into thrift wears, they have bills of clothes and they do not have time to do their video. And then you feel those are the people that you just want to cater for. Or you're looking at, okay, people that are business owners, let's say business owners, maybe in the food, you can actually have more than one. It can be food, maybe all these online cloud kitchen people. Okay, you've seen that they are doing more of picture kind of what's it called, picture kind of posts, and you know that pictures will not even really go far. However, if they have meals, a video that showcase their food, it can actually entice people. It can make people get interested in whatever it is that they are selling. So those kind of people as well can be your target audience. So because everybody needs your product, if you want to write a business plan, for instance, or you want to write a pitch deck, and then while, like, when you are pitching to the judges, you now say that your business is for everyone, that is already a disqualifying criteria, because they will know that you've not done your assignment. Your business can never be for everybody. Like, your business will always be for a select few. That select few can be 1 million in number, can be 2 million, can be 10 million in number. But, and another thing also is, which I'm going to get to, your business can still have different segments that can serve a lot of people, and that can make you have a number of people, like much people in your customer base. We are going to get there soon. So I said the solution: a well-defined audience helps in better messaging and engagement, higher conversion rates, and smarter marketing investments. Just like I said, this better messaging and engagement, what that thing means is, when you know who exactly you want to solve your problem for, whoever you want to solve their problem, you will know the kind of content you yourself you want to bring out, because the content you are going to be pushing out from your own social media platforms must attract those people. But when you're just saying, I do video, everybody does video, but who are you doing videos for? Are you for fashion? Is it for fashion and events? Is it for startups to do explainer videos, to do product demos? There are different videos. For Nina that is into elocution and coaching, some people, it might be maybe, it's, as I said, it's not for your business, will not be for everyone, and that is the reason why we have things like business model. In your business model, you can have like 3 different models. Business model means, in layman terms, it means the different ways by which your business generates revenue. That's the different ways by which your business generates income. So as a elocution coach, your target audience, your primary audience, the first means that you're using to get what's it called, income, revenue, can be maybe mid-level executives who want to, mid-level executives, they are always wanting to prepare themselves to get to C-suits. People that are in C-suits, they are keen on personal development, but this time around, for them to even be in C-suits, it means they've done a lot of personal development on themselves. While people in mid-level roles, they want to ensure that they fine-tune their skills, especially their speaking skills, maybe their public speaking confidence. So if those people are your target audience, those are the people that you will make your primary audience, the people that are going to be messaging. For proofreading and editing, maybe business owners that want to write book, proofreading and editing can be the second business model, while the third business model can now be maybe final year graduates, 300 level to final year graduates who want to prepare themselves for the labor market, for the job industry, and they want to get themselves to be well spoken. That's also another category. So those three different models, the mid-level executives are the people that they are going to be paying you premium. They are people that will be paying you premium, while proofreading and editing might be the next thing that you'll be doing. Because when people start having the boldness to speak, I've heard that the better you write, the better you'll be able to speak. Because when you're writing, you're speaking to yourself. So these people, what if you, after you've taught them how to speak or how to be confident in their approach, then you told them that, you know what, she is not, don't you have the idea of writing a book? Don't you wish to write a book? Do you know that writing a book can make you stand as an authority in your niche, can even make your bosses or other prospective clients to see you as someone that is knowledgeable, and with that they might want to hire you and bring you up to the C-suite executive role that you're looking out for? Because of that, yes, that means you are upselling proofreading to them. So you tell them they should not worry, they should just go and write their manuscript. You are available for them to write, to proofread, to help them edit it. You can even partner with a publishing firm that can help them publish the book. That's secondary. That's your second business model. Then the third one, which is now for maybe the 300 level, 400 level final year students, those ones, that they don't really have much, but what you're using them to do, you're using them to build a community. You're using them to build your reach. You're using them to build a name for yourself. That when people hear Inena, I'm like, the elocution coach. No, if you want to do this, if you're preparing for your final, you're in your final year and you've not met with her, are you joking? Are you kidding? Like, it can even be maybe free. It can be maybe pay like 20,000 naira. It can be a group class, those kind of things. But for the executive people, those are one-on-one coaching. Those are premium. So when you understand where exactly it is that you want to serve, it will help you know even how to write your LinkedIn bio. It will help you know which social media platform you should be well invested in. If it is we are going to that, then when you have better messaging and engagement, that is when you will have higher conversion rates. Conversion means when you, after in marketing, there's something called lead generation, and then we have lead conversion. So lead generation is when your content, the things that you are putting out, gets people interested in you. Then that means you are getting leads. Those people are coming to you for DM, to make inquiry. Those are lead generation. Some of them are even subscribing to your newsletter. That is news and lead generation. But when these people now start paying for your product, for your services, that is lead conversion. So when you you have better messaging, you understand who your target audience are, they can easily locate you. That means you're going to have higher conversion rates. You are not spreading your goods just in front of anyhow people that don't even need it. But when you are communicating with the right people will follow you. The people that need it will follow you, because primarily you're not basically on Instagram or on social media because you want to be an influencer. Because if you say, well, yes, you can eventually be an influencer, but your primary goal for now is to build followership and to also make money in return. Then smarter marketing investment. When you understand who your marketing or who your target audience is, when you want to run ads, you will know the kind of ads that you want to run, and you have value for your money, because marketing, running ads is an investment. You must have a return. So there's something called retargeting. I don't know if you've had this experience where you mistakenly, or maybe you just search for something maybe on Google, and then you just start seeing that thing maybe on YouTube as ad, on Instagram as ad, on Facebook as ad. Those things, those are marketing guys. They've targeted you because you are part of the target audience. That's the reason why you even click on that thing in the first place. So they will not start bombarding you with their ads. Then Facebook is doing that on their behalf. Google is doing that on their behalf. So when you've been able to identify who your target audience is. By the time you want to run ads, that is how your ad will be pursuing other people. And then if they are actually your target audience, they will convert into a lead, or they convert into a client. So you're getting who exactly it is that you want to serve is really, really crucial. The same thing with the kids' clothing. Which kids' clothing do you want to sell? Is it everyday wears? Are they African prints? And are they for middle class? Are they going to be custom made? Are they like this lady, is it Claudia? I've forgotten her name. She does custom pieces that is just only going to be available for a period of time, and after that you will not get it again, unless maybe she wants to relaunch it. So which kids clothing? Because you need to, is it also going to be their church wears alone? Is it going to be houseware? That way it will help people to know what exactly they should look out for you for. Then if you now have additional thing that you want to add, maybe shoes, maybe bags, maybe accessories, hair, that's also another business model. So I hope you are following. All right, so I think I've been able to also mention this in what I said earlier. So understanding the concept of multiple audiences, you can have primary, you can have secondary, you can even have tertiary. Example, a fitness coach may target young professionals, and that's primary, the key people that need fitness coaching. And then stay at home parents, those ones as well might need it, but they are okay. Let me give you this instance. You know that Bolt, Uber, you'll be thinking that, for instance, me now, I'm in Ibadan. I barely use Bolt. And you'll be thinking, how do these guys, how do they make money? I have Bolt app on my phone, but I don't use it often. I only use it maybe I'm going for a very important event. I'm going for maybe a speaking engagement. I'm going for something that is official and I can't take bike. That is when I use both. But if people like me keep using both, like the way I'm using both is going to run out of business. So I am not both primary audience. People that they I can hear your background noise. People that are using both the every day, like almost every now and then. There are some companies that they have, is it postpaid or prepaid both? They can pay like 100,000, 200,000 in their both account. I can hear background noises. Oh. Please, can you mute your mic? Nina. All right, thank you. So I can't what's it called? If the way I am using boats, that is how everybody keep using boats. Boats will not make money. So people that are really using boats are those people that are doing those prepaid service. That is one of both business model. Those people will pay like 100,000, like 150, like 200, like 300K, and anytime they want to go out, and because they are always on the move, they don't have to be paying. So as they are moving, their money is counting till it finishes. It can be a month, it can be more than a month. So those are the people that keeps boats running. That is the reason why you will see that some food delivery platforms, they are now adding things like, what is it called, ads. If you look at Chowdeck, for instance, how, especially here in Ibadan, Chowdeck is great in Lagos, but here in Ibadan is really, it's people that are coming from Lagos that are using Chowdeck or Glovo. We have a product here called A-Food. A-Food is like the primary source. And another reason why A-Food is also taking ground is because the onboarding process for A-Food is a bit easier and cheaper for Ibadan business owners compared to Chowdeck. Chowdeck is a bit I think Chowdeck get like 30% of their sales per sale. That's the amount Chowdeck take. And as at last year, I don't know if A-Food has changed. A-Food charge 15%. So that means if I have a meal of 3,000 naira on A-Food, A-Food will remove maybe 150, while Chowdeck will remove 300 naira. And that's still minus. If you want to buy food of 3,000, I think the last time I wanted to order for a meal of 3,800, the total money that I eventually want to spend that day was around 5,001 because of a meal of 3,008. And the funniest thing is, that place to my house is just 400 naira bike, like to and fro. So even if I had the 400 naira to the 3,800, that's like 4,002. But why will I have to buy it? I have to buy it because there's no time. Like, there is no time. But people that they have the convenience, they will go downstairs, they will take the next bike and carry and go. That way, they are not. So I'm just trying to let you know that businesses are not building just one audience. They have different people that are serving them. There are some tech bros that they can't always go out. They use all these online delivery food, online delivery apps for their service, for their meals. There was a time that I was not feeling fine because I stay alone. And when my parents' are is a bit far from where I am. I'm in another state, they're in another state entirely. And as at that time, I just relocated to Ibadan. I was not feeling fine. I don't even know who to call. Who did I reach out to? I reached out to Glovo. It was Glovo rider that was going to buy me drug. I opened the fire. I bought something from a pharmacy there on their app. They brought it for me. I ordered for food. They brought it for me. Like, do you understand? And since then, maybe once in a while, that's when I use Glovo. But they still need people to keep actively using their products. So what the emphasis I'm giving here is, I'm not saying that you're going to have just one audience. You're going to have like one or two, at times even 4 types of audience. But you must have one. The people that will buy immediately, the people that will use your product immediately, the people that will use your service immediately. Those are your primary audience. Those are the people that you are meant to focus on first before every other kind of audience. All right. So how do you identify your primary audience? This is now where you get your pen and paper. So key factors to consider. Number one, who needs your product or service the most? You know, there is a difference between need and want. We've all done that in economics. A need is something that someone cannot do without, while want is their desire. As I am right now, yes, I think Inina is still on the call. Maybe she's back. As I am right now, for my elocution, yes, it wasn't of lately that I was telling myself that it is what's it called? that I want to work on my words. Like I want to improve my vocabulary. I understand that yes, I need to read. The more I read, the better I will get acquainted. And I even give myself a challenge that I will do one word per day, one new word. Because I remember that thing really helped when I was in primary school when we were reading literature. So any new word that you notice in a day, you write it. You write how to pronounce it. So that way, it will give you confidence when you want to talk, because you will not say. And that thing really helped me because the kind of secondary school I went to, whenever I'm talking, people do not believe that I went to that kind of secondary school. They'll be like, ah. Ah." So now that I've grown, I'm like, no, this is not the way I flow. I was telling myself last, this is not the way I flow. I know how I flow. So Toby, you have to go back. So this for me currently, it's I'm going to be honest, this is just my want. This is not my need. My need right now is different. It's different in the sense that I will not say that I'm already in the C-suite, but yes, I'm in the C-suite, of a startup, compared to someone that is in a mid-level of a company like AXA Mansard, compared to someone that is in a mid-level of someone in company like I'm trying to look for big companies in Nigeria, like Leadway Pension, like Zenith Bank. If someone is in mid-level, UBA, mid-level, joint years holding, that kind of person will do everything possible to learn etiquette. Will do, because I've heard of a particular person that has very good skill when it comes to what's it called, a particular role in an hospitality brand, and his role is international relations something for that particular hotel. So they told him to he has gotten every other part of the interview. Then the last part was his fine dining. Then they set the table before him. When he's not in the presence of his enemy, my God, this guy failed woefully, and that's why he did not get the job. Like, how would you? Yes, I can point fingers. I mean, I'm trying to still learn it as well. But you are going for a kind of role. It is possible that maybe he has hoped that they might overlook it and train him. But this is a role that is very, very crucial, very, very delicate. Like, you want to go and represent, even if it is an hospitality brand. Imagine a company like what's the name of this Radisson Blue? The person that is their international relation, that is maybe the person is to go and represent them, or upon hiring, the person is going to go and represent them in the UK as one of their meetings, and then they serve them food. I never know how to use the spoon that is necessary for dessert. It never know the kind of meal that is meant to take first. It never understand what the spoon that is in his front is for. Well, favor, I don't know. Favor can work, this can work, but then I think we don't need to abuse favor too, because favor that comes and meets you unprepared, that's that's not that's not cool. So what I'm saying is the people that need that kind of product of elocution, those are mid-level managers who are aspiring for the top, and they want to ensure that they can speak with confidence, with poise. Like when they talk, people listen to them. People look back and say, this is somebody talking. Those people, those are your primary audience. Me, I'm saying from my own point of view, you can still go back and rewrite it. I don't know your vision and your mission, right? Me, I'm just saying from my own view here. So, what else? Those are the people that need it. Then the people that want it, those are your secondary audience. People like me, people like those 300 level, those 400 level students. Those are the people that want your product. But the people that need your product, that is like a drug. They need it. If they don't need it, where the next level they want to attain, it can be detrimental for them. That's need. Same as I don't know if Zaria is back on the call, because I want to use what everyone is using to explain. Zaria isn't back yet. Maybe it's a network. So I'll just talk about the kids' clothing, then maybe she will join in later. So for the kids' clothing, which type of clothing? Who exactly, the people that are fond of getting things online when it comes to wears, they are women that are busy, not the women that you will post something online and their next response will be, this is expensive, let me carry my bag and go to Idumota. Those ones are not your audience. People that are your audience, they are people that they are very busy, like they can't even afford to come. I once had I have someone that she has a client that even for the client to come and measure is a problem. So we have to go to her house to measure her. We have to go to her house from Akoka in Lagos, Yaba. We have to go to Chevron at Lekki, going close to Aja Road, to go and carry fabrics. I'll go there to pick it up. Like their estate is not even nothing to write home about, because by the time I get there, I have to start trekking. Oh God, because I don't have a car, obviously. I was just in maybe 3 level, 4 level. So I don't have a car. So I just need to help the lady to go and pick up those fabrics, take it to the fashion designer. When the fashion designer is done, I'll go and pick it up again to deliver. So that lady is willing to pay. And the funniest thing is she saw the person's dress on Instagram. And from there, her mother, her sister, her sister's friend in the office, like that, till her wedding gown. That's how this lady kept on sewing this lady's clothes. And this person did not have time. So we have mothers that do not have time. They are very busy. They are busy moms. And yet they want the best wears for their kids. How do you reach these people? Where are they? Where are they always gathered? That is how you find the target audience. They don't have time. They don't have the time. So those people need it. They don't have the time to go to Idumota. They don't even have the time to go to Ebiano, Prince Ebiano that is close to their house. They don't. If they have that time, they will squeeze it. But you are bringing that convenience to them, bringing quality. So what do you resonate with the most? Or as I said, which number two, I think I've also explained that already. Who has the ability and willingness to pay? People that has the ability to pay for the elocution, those are the people in the what's it called? In the mid-level roles. Those are the people that can pay. You tell them 500K, they know the worth, they know that it is an investment for the next salary that they're going to be getting. By the time they invest in them so much and they get to that role they've been hiring, they will not feel the money anymore. For the kids' clothing, they have the ability to pay. They are making the money. What they don't have is time. I don't think we can have it all balanced. If you have time and you have money at the same time, they need to check you. Maybe you're not the one that is doing the work. I don't know. You have time. I have money. Well, maybe you're not the one doing the work, or maybe you don't have any other thing that. I'm not saying you may not have time for family, you not have time, but that time to just carry bag and go to Idumota. Like you have that time. That person cannot afford what you're selling. Yeah. But when people see that, who do you resonate with the most? That is, who is the person that you really want to serve? How do you want to serve them? That's also an answer. Those are how you identify your target, your primary audience. So this is an exercise for you. Demographics. So their age. People that are between the age of 25 upward. Those, let's say 25 to 35. Those are the people that can afford, that can be in mid-level and will be able to pay for the speech training. Gender, they are mostly females, because men don't really, I don't know how they do it, but Men naturally just have this ego that sort of command attention, and they may not really, yeah, they can do, but ladies just like to be, I don't know how to call it. I don't say, I'm not saying men are not excellent. No, I'm not saying men are not excellent. I'm just saying that we ladies we like to go that extra mile. So ladies, yeah. Location. Is it Lagos? If it is Lagos, it should be Lekki, it should be Magodo. Those are key places. Ikoyi, even that Lekki safe. Look at Ikoyi, because Lekki at times, Ikoyi, Victoria Island, or you look at Abuja, look at Port Harcourt, those eyebrow places, their income, people that earn like 750,000 per month. Psychographics, they're interested in personal growth, they're interested in self-development, their value, they value integrity, they value excellence, their lifestyle. Where are these people always? They attend events at civic center, they attend they buy food from Ildabasi store, Ildabasi restaurant, they do fine dining. When you understand these people, you will know even how the kind of logo you're even going to design. So behavior, buying habits. How do these people buy? They buy by referral. They buy by what's it called? By testimonials. People that actually have money, they will not stress you. All they just want is they want to see that you've done it before. Or you even have something convincing to tell them, and then they can go ahead and just trust you. And when you are able to win their attention in that first time, I'm telling you, you just keep getting customers. Their pain point, which is also one of the things I've mentioned, they want to get better. They want to prepare themselves for that position. They want to get their kids best years for wherever it is they are going to, without stress, without having to be under the sweat of the hot sun at Idumota or Balogun market. So choosing the right social media platform, matching your audience to the right platform. So breakdown of of major platforms and their strength. If someone should ask me that, Toby, what do you think business owners should be the most? I would say Instagram and LinkedIn, to be honest. However, because of the peculiarities of certain brands, you can try to be on Facebook, connect it with Instagram. So whatever you're posting on Instagram will go to LinkedIn. I mean Facebook. For TikTok, maybe you do shorts. Maybe you do shorts. And as I said, for the what's it called? For the elocution part, I mentioned 300 level, final year. Some of them are actually on TikTok. So when you do videos that you talk about, just like you say you're doing free stuffs now, and maybe you're talking, you're doing videos, you're posting them on Instagram. You can share them on for their own parts. You can, and another thing also that I want to say is you can take one platform per time. You can take one platform per time. Look out for where your primary audience are and stay there and build. Stay there and build. Then when you've gotten enough visibility, you've gotten clients, you can now hire social media manager that can help you with other platforms so that you'll not burn out like me at times, because I've learned it the hard way. And that's also one of the things I'm doing. I'm not spreading myself too thin anymore. I'm focusing on one page and I'm building it. Like I'm building it with all my strength. And when time comes, I'm also working on building a community, getting teams to work with me that I can pay. Then they can handle my Instagram. For now, my primary focus is LinkedIn. I have a business, I work with TOC, whatever expression of business that I want to do, I take it to my company, my business. They will handle it, they'll post it. For my personal brand, my personal other things, I'm focusing on LinkedIn. So Twitter, unless maybe you're in tech and or maybe your target audience are tech bros, you can go to Twitter. But as long as your target audience are maybe ladies, professionals, Instagram and LinkedIn, it's okay. And I'll show you how some brands or a particular brand is doing it on LinkedIn. Okay, so I'll just rush through this. Why LinkedIn matters for business growth. Number one, for thought leadership positioning. I've mentioned this. Number two, networking with industry leaders and decision makers. I've mentioned this in the previous video as well. Building credibility through content. Yeah. Attracting partnerships, investors, or speaking opportunities. You can attract um what's it called? Partnership, investors, speaking opportunities also on Instagram. You can attract it as well on LinkedIn. Hilda Bassi is being invited to come and speak. Winifred is being invited to come and speak. Chef T is being invited to come and speak. These are chefs. That doesn't mean someone in clothing business cannot be invited to come and speak. What they want to hear from you is the kill parts, you're doing parts, how you were able to grow that kind of a thing into something valuable. That is what they are expecting you to come and talk about. Are you able to attract partnerships? So public speaking is not for motivational speakers, right? No, it's for everybody. As long as you're doing something successful, something great, people want to hear you. They want to hear how you're able to do it. When you are on LinkedIn, why another reason why you should be on LinkedIn, number 5, is because you are a forward-thinking person. And that will bring it to number 6, which is growth mindset. Forward-thinking person implies that you are seeing your business as an institution. You are seeing your business as something that is not just for a one-man person. You're seeing your business as something that you are building with sustainability in mind. When you are positioning yourself on LinkedIn, and this thing eventually grows to something that requires that you start to hire people, the people that you are hiring, they want to identify with your business. And how will they identify with your business? LinkedIn is that platform that will make them to do that. They will put employed at, and they will put the name of your brand. It will give them credibility. It will help push them forward in their career. That's why I put for the sake of your employees. If you're thinking you just want to do a business just because you want to keep money in your pocket, well, as Zaria said in the beginning, it can be side hustle. Side hustle is okay too. Maybe your current career is all right, no problem. But if you want to move into business, you want to make it structured. Business is not run by one person. Business is run by a team. Yeah. And even if you want to apply for grants, I've never seen a grant that they give to one person. They give grants, they give business investment loans to people that are in a team. They want to ensure that this thing is not it's not being pulled by one person. So when you are on LinkedIn, you're giving your employees the opportunity for them to also build their career path, because they will write that about their day. They want to identify with you. They want to, like, there's a lot. There's a lot actually that can work, which is the reason why some people are in the job category of this course. All right. So how to leverage LinkedIn? I've mentioned this before. Optimize your profile for visibility, engage in industry-related discussions. We're going to do this when we start posting. I'm going to explain how this content will go. Share valuable content, yes. Build relationships, yes. These build relationships with key industry players. These are one of the things that I'll be talking about on Friday, which is the go-to-market strategy. I'll be talking about that on Friday. So, yeah, this brings us to the end of this session. So I didn't edit this part, sorry. So the next topic is for those in the job category, and that is resume writing. When people hear, I intentionally put CV/resume on the flyer, but when people hear resume, they think, what is resume? Resume is actually what you write for jobs. CV is what you write for opportunities. Maybe you want to travel out of the country, you need CV. CV can be like 3 pages, 4 pages. But resume that you need for jobs is just 1 page, max of 2. So how do you write winning resume? That is what we're doing on Wednesday. So people that are in business, uh, you might want to join as well to see what is going on in that part. So case study, which is what I said I want to show you. I just want to show you of So Fresh. I think we all know So Fresh. So this is So Fresh. So Fresh is on it. They are on LinkedIn, and you can see 51 to 200 employees all over the country. And these people, they've tagged themselves. Some of them have tagged themselves as working at So Fresh. So if your business is not on LinkedIn, how will these companies be able to tag you? Look at this. Fruta Juice. One connection works here. That connection should be my friend. She's an HR. Can you see her? So imagine if Fruta Juice, we're saying, because Fruta has already grown now, they're already big company. If do you even know how Fruta started? You don't even know their story. What if Fruta started from being an household or a street something, and then they were able to get a grant that skyrockets them to becoming an industrial plant? So that for them to get to this level is because they are also forward thinking. So you can see how from just clicking on one connection works here, and it brought me to I mean I already know who the person is, because I know that she's the one. She works at Fruta. It's just for me to go to Lagos and go and pack a lot of Fruta in our fridge and start drinking. That's a joke though. So you might be thinking, okay, since I'm looking at it like most of my target audience, they are on Instagram. Coming to LinkedIn, won't it be stressful? Won't I get tired? Look at So Fresh. That is a very big brand as well, a fast growing brand in Nigeria. 1 week ago, 3 weeks ago, they kept just doing one thing to show that they are present. Can you see? 3 weeks ago, probably because of Valentine, that's the reason why they had much posts like this. So your post can be 2 posts per month, something to just keep you visible that you are there. As I said, forward thinking. It is also a way to enlarge your heart that my business is going to grow into something. Sabi Writer started with in a flat, and now they are a big company. So let us not look at what I'm doing is a service. Can it grow? Can it do this? Can it do that? It can grow. It can grow. It can grow. If only you have the mindset to, or even by the time you start seeing the way you present it, the branding will also make people to want to get closer to you, and the result that people are getting. And by the time you see that, hey, this thing, you can't handle it yourself, you start bringing people on board, bring people to assist you, bring people to help you manage your pages. That way, you're already growing your business. And you can get to a point where your company might be like, hey, this thing you're doing, it's not even when your company tell you to leave, before you know that you have to leave and go and ensure that this thing grows into something that is more sustainable, right? So it can be twice in a month, but just ensure that you are on LinkedIn. Just ensure that you're on LinkedIn. So that's the case study that I say I want to share. So I think so in summary, you're almost done. So focus on your primary audience first. And focus on your primary audience first, actually. It might be maybe you look for someone that is a mid level that you know is very interested. You can even pitch to the person, which is the go-to-market strategy that we're going to be talking about on Friday, and make them see the reasons why they need it. Then do you want to use Instagram? because some of them are on Instagram, some of them are on LinkedIn. Do you want to use the two? Do you want to first use LinkedIn alone, or you want to use Instagram? For the kids clothing, obviously that one is on Instagram. But how do you use LinkedIn as a kids clothing brand? That is where you start using storytelling. That is when you start writing your business experience. We are going to talk about that in other videos. So when you write something like last week at, I don't know the name of your brand, let's say last week at kids clothing brand, our plan or our target was to do so, so and so, but it was getting close to this period and we were unable to do this. But I met with my team and we brainstormed together, we decided to do this. And the funniest thing, your team might just be you and your sister, or you and your husband, I don't know if you're married, or you and your friend. See, LinkedIn is a place where I'm not, people, you just make things sound professional because people don't want to know your bad story. Whether you're inside a room doing whatever you're doing, but just position yourself. It shows that you're a forward thinker. You're not looking at your current position, you're looking at the future, you're looking at what you're growing into. So use LinkedIn for positioning, as I said, regardless of your audience presence. So your next step, define your audience in detail, audit your current social media strategy, implement LinkedIn positioning. So if you're interested in this going forward, we are going to edit our bios and all. So you can do this down when we get to that part, which is next week. I think it is Monday, next week Monday also. Then we'll be able to fine tune that. So between now and Monday, ensure that you ask yourself, do I want to, like, in now, do I want to even push this part of myself out, or I just want to push my broadcasting part out for now, while this elocution thing will just be a side thing that I'll just be doing just minute. So maybe, so that way we'll be able to know how to write your LinkedIn headline, the kind of content plan that we're going to do together, like all of those things. So you need to prepare that down. So at this point, do you have any question? Because I'm done. Do you have any question?
None from me, thank you.
Oh, all right, you're welcome. How about
None for me as well.
Oh, okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right. So in absence of any other questions, so I think we can call it a night, or is it still a day? So we see for those in the business category, we see on Friday. For those in the job category, we see on Wednesday. So
Sorry,
do
please. I just wanted to confirm if are going to get the recording of this, because I was
yes, all
a
the
bit
sessions
distracted.
yes, all the sessions are recorded.
Okay,
Can
thank
you
you
hear me?
very much.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
recorded.
okay,
You're
thank you very
welcome.
much.
Okay. All right. So